Hi, I'm Brad Sugars and welcome to Business Basics. Today what we're doing is we're moving up our 6 steps of massive growth in a business to the niche section, or niche, depending upon where you're from in the world as to how you pronounce that one. The niche is all about making sure your business has no competition, no price competition. You see, too often in business I find that they're all competing on price. Why? They have no difference between them and your competitors. You see, differentiation is the key to having a great marketing business. A business that's focused on building profitability, not on revenue. Too many businesses are so focused on price because their business is the same as the next person. If your product or your service is relatively the same, and by the way, don't tell me that, oh, we give better customer service. All those fluff ideas are not tangible to the customer. Unless you can give me something that's tangible to the customer, something they can feel, touch, see, something that they can really grasp or hold on to that says, this is what's different about this company. You know, for example, I look at this time and time again. When you go into any local garage, what's the difference between them and the next one? No real difference, is there? You could buy gas or petrol at any one of them and it wouldn't really make any difference from one to the next. What are they doing? They're competing on price all day, every single day. No service focus, no nothing. It's just purely price-focused competition. Now, I'm not sure about you, but, well, I am pretty sure. You're not going to be one that wants to focus on price competition unless that is your strategy. Unless you are a bulk retailer or a bulk seller that aims for price competition. Most businesses aren't in that category. You're going to want to compete on something other than price. And that's what we've got to do now. To create your niche, you've got to come up with some form of uniqueness, a unique selling proposition. It's really just defining in a sentence or in a few words what's unique about you in your business. Like for me at Action Coach, world's #1 business coaching company. It is our uniqueness. No one can claim it. No one comes close to being able to claim that they're #1. You know, here we are as the biggest, the best company in the world. It's our uniqueness. You've got to look for and find your uniqueness in the marketplace. Your uniqueness might be a simple thing about how you develop the product you develop. Your uniqueness might be something about how you do service that is in a defined, measured way. A uniqueness is something that comes up about your business. I remember one of my clients, and we made up a uniqueness for them that was very simple. They were in scale calibration. In other words, all the hospital scales and measurement scales, they went in and made sure they were measuring at the right weight. Well, what these guys would do is every time they calibrated a scale, they would leave a chocolate bar behind. It became simply their uniqueness. They became known as the chocolate guys. You know, it's not a complex issue to create a uniqueness. It could be the uniform you wear. I know a good buddy of mine, great author Jeffrey Gitomer. Every time he goes and does a presentation, he wears a bright red shirt with sales department written on it and Jeffrey as his name badge printed on the side. You know, it's a simple uniqueness, but it is a uniqueness. What is your uniqueness in the marketplace? What do you do to stand out from your competitors? If you do nothing to stand out from your competitors, well, you know, and I know, in fact, we all know, you're competing on price. You don't have any other option than to compete on price. These are the simple things. In today's market, I sit here in a marketplace full of different airlines. And, you know, I live in Las Vegas, so we're served by dozens and dozens of different airlines. And all of the airlines are putting bag charges on there. $25 a bag, $20 a bag. Southwest comes out and runs massive advertisements that say, bags fly for free. We love bags. It's a uniqueness. Come on, stop trying to compete on the same things. Find something where you're unique and compete on it that way. A unique selling proposition, some simple words that define your differentiation in the marketplace will help you move yourself out of customer competing on price and start moving to competing on value, the area where you'll make more profitability. Finally, when we do this, one way to create a uniqueness is to do a written guarantee. A guarantee that your product or service will perform the way that you say it will. Now, simply put, by law, almost every one of us in the world is required to guarantee our product and service due to customer service laws around the world. If your product or service doesn't deliver like you say it will, then you have to give people back their money. It's pretty simple that that's the law. So if that's the law, why not turn it into a great marketing campaign? You know, I had one of my clients and he was in the plumbing business. Now, in the plumbing business, we know that there's several things that everyone complains about. Plumbers always turn up late. Plumbers always leave a mess. And plumbers never wear a belt. Yes, that's the joke one of it all. Now, what we did in his business is we had a 5-point plumbing guarantee. First point is we will arrive within 15 minutes of the stated time, or your first half hour is free. Now think about that. How much more comfort does that give a customer than it? Another one of his guarantee points was very, very simple. His guarantee basically said, we will leave your house cleaner than when we arrived, or you'll get an hour free. Think about the things you can guarantee. In his case, it was guaranteeing the major frustrations of a customer didn't exist. Now, did he have to do a little bit of work with some of his plumbing team to make sure that his guarantee was delivered upon? Absolutely. Did he have to change some of the customer service strategies and some of the ways his team did business to make sure they delivered on the guarantee? Absolutely he did. These are some of the things, gang, that are really important to make sure. Not only offer the guarantee, but make sure you deliver on it. Back when FedEx was the first one to offer the absolutely positively overnight guarantee, they definitely had to change the way their business worked and fly all their parcels into hubs to get them out overnight and make sure they were out overnight. These are some of the things that are really important in making sure that your business is differentiated. It's different, it's unique, and therefore you're not competing on price anymore. You've actually developed a niche. You've really got your niche operating out there in the market. I'm Brad Sugars, and these are the Business Basics.